Hi, if the judges have joined, kindly drop a message so we'll start the session right away. I am unable to see the judges.
I think all the judges have joined. So,
Okay. So a very good afternoon to everyone. I hope you all are doing really well. And I, Satakshi Sharma, on the behalf of Society for Young Advocates and Researchers, in collaboration with Indian Institute of Arbitration and Mediation, welcome you all in the semi-finals round of National Online Negotiation Competition. I would like to thank the judges for their valuable time. And without any further ado, I would like to request the judges if we may proceed further.
yes.
Okay, then over to the participants.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am the counsel for the Mobility Manufacturers Private Limited, and I am first of all really thankful to you that you have taken up this negotiation deal rather than getting indulged in all those court matters. The problem here is that in the past, my client has been served with a legal notice by your client, that is the Maneuver Softwares, on an alleged infringement of certain intellectual property rights, with the claim being that my client's product, that is Map My Location, has certain similarities to your client's Maneuver's Software's award-winning The Motor Go product. So basically, we are here today to negotiate on the licensing terms so that both of us as parties can market their products equitably.
A very good afternoon. First of all, thanks a lot for accepting this offer to negotiation instead of the tiring court process which will drain us both mentally and financially. I understand that your company Maneuver Software had some problems with a new product, that is Map My Location, regarding some alleged IP infringement. Now, me as the CEO of mobility manufacturers would come to this negotiation table in utmost gratitude towards you to accept this negotiation offer, and I really hope that we can come to an objective deal of a licensed agreement for this patent and we can resolve the dispute amicably.
Thank you very much for your kind words. And firstly, thank you for having us here with you today. Also, firstly, I would like to ask all of you if you all are doing fine in these hard times you're facing right now. And definitely, we would come to an agreement today because what that is what we are here for. And I do like agree to the points that a court proceeding would be tiring and exhausting physically and mentally, financially for both our parties. So I am here as the counsel of Maneuver Software, and I would just like to mention a few more points that I would act in a purely advisory capacity, and all the offers and changes to the discussion would be made by my client, since we can all agree to one thing, that the clients are the ones who are actually affected by whatever is happening in this negotiation, or if at all anything happens in a court proceeding further, if we are not able to unfortunately come to a conclusion today. But I'm very sure we definitely will come to a conclusion, looking at the level of understanding I can sense already. And anything that is discussed over here, I would make sure that it remains within the confines of the virtual space and over to my client, so that he is able to throw some light on his current situation and the current situation of the company, and whatever the facts of the case are from his perspective.
Thank you, Namita. A very good afternoon to all. Before we deal into the business discussion, I would just like to thank Mobility Manufacturers and its council for being here with us today. I know we all are meeting at a very distressed times, and I hope all of you all are doing well. And I'm also glad we could meet virtually. Having said all this, I hope we have a meaningful conversation and this serves the intentions of both the parties. Before we start proposing the offers, I would like to know if mobility manufacturer and its council have anything to say, and I would also assure that any recommendations and offers made by you and your council would be heard with an open mind. If you have anything to add at any point, please feel free to do so. And we do not have any agenda as such. The agenda can be very free of manner. As far as the facts of the case comes, we approached your company, mobility manufacturer, for some consulting, and and we also entered into a non-disclosure agreement. But as it was seen, you guys did not abide by it, and uh, so few months after we launched our product, you all launched a similar kind of product, and now we guys are facing the issues of intellectual property rights. So we previously also had came for a discussion, but it wasn't a fruitful one because we figured out that our royalty was not being. We were not satisfied with the royalty that was supposed to be paid. So I hope we can come to a conclusion today. Thank you.
Thank you. That was a really great start, and I hope this friendly start to the negotiation continues throughout and we come to a really good deal. Now, like you mentioned, that our product Map My Location had some similarities which you claim to have some patent right infringement. So, before we move on to any license agreement, just a clarification from the CEO of mobility manufacturers that our product Map My Locations and your product MotorGo is fundamentally different. Your product has very distinct features that is for sports enthusiasts and giving them a very engaged experience and other things. Now, can you please exactly mention what is the exact similarity that you are talking about that is there in our Map My Locations, so that we can agree on that and do the patent license agreement accordingly?
I think my counsel will brief you on the same.
Definitely, I would love to give you all certain points wherein we feel that the product is exactly the same when it comes to tracking of the location. When we talk about our product has a lot of characteristics, but one of the very major characteristics of our product is that we offer car-to-car connectivity, which helps you track your driving buddies. That is the exact wording which is being used. So we have this very different feature called as car-to-car connectivity, wherein you can connect with your car buddies, like your driving buddies, and you can trace them wherever they're going. And that is exactly the same feature which we find in your product, which is Map My Location. And we had discussed this exact same thing with you when we entered into a non-disclosure agreement at the time when we had approached you for consulting and for promoting and hearing us out about our product and gaining certain expertise from your company. That is when we told you this exact same thing, and after which you came up with a product called Map My Location, and then we got to know that there is such a product in the market. Even after agreeing to be in a non-disclosure agreement and actually being in a non-disclosure agreement, we found it to be a patent infringement for us. That is, I think, that part actually answers to your question. I would like to add certain more points in the further course of the discussion. Before that, I would like you all to respond to whatever I said just now. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for that clarification. I really appreciate the kind of openness you have demonstrated and the clarifications you have given us. However, in the capacity of a council, I would like to clarify certain things that the best thing we could do as of now is that we as councils can finalize on the technicalities of this part and let our clients decide on the other factual terms which they will understand better. So the point is this: before we could move any further, can I please have a clarification as to what is your authority in this negotiation? Because you know that this negotiation is going to be a very complex one, because it will be something on which the fate will depend upon the future. So we want to negotiate with a party who has that authority, so that this negotiation does produce some fruitful effect. So could you please just clarify on the authority which you come here today?
Definitely, I would further like to clarify the authority with which we come here today. So, my client is the CEO of the company, Manuva Software, and here I am her counsel. And herein, I would just like to add in one more very small point that reaching to any settlement and giving any offers would be up to my client. After all, it's her business, not mine. So, I would just give her the authority of entering into any settlement whenever she's giving you a counter offer. I would just like to add in a few more points here and there, but the entire discussion would be mainly about what her needs are at the current point. Thank you very much. I hope it's clear now.
Yeah, thanks a lot for the clarification. And then again, we know that this deal has a very big potential impact on the image that we have in the market today. So just out of concern for the image of my client as well as yours image, I would like to request you that anything which we discuss in this, which would be a potential private matter of our company, let's say it may be statistics or the information that we are sharing, which could have a direct or indirect impact on the image that we have today in the market. So could we please agree on a confidentiality that anything which we discuss in here would stay within the confines of this virtual environment? And I thought that you have already clarified on that, and I really appreciate that very much. So before we can move forward with this, I have certain things to make clear that right now the current standings is that we indeed have a software which we think that which has been allegedly told that it infringes on your rights. So right now what the max we could do is we can discuss upon a licensing turn about that. Then we can of course move forward with this slowly and steadily. But would you like to add something to this, sir?
Yes, exactly. First of all, I really appreciate that we are here to make this deal and you are in your full capacity and we are agreed on the confidentiality. That sets up the very strong foundation to the negotiation that we're going to have. Now, like Madam Council mentioned, that Map My Location has that GPS tracking feature which she thinks that is exactly similar to that of MotorGo. And that is something we completely agree on. The features are indeed very much similar. Now, to the point that was there really a patent infringement, and if there really was a like violation of the non-disclosure agreement is something very debatable, and that goes into the legal field, which we'll avoid today. We'll just stick to the licensing agreement so that we can come to a good royalty rate, which is both equitable for us and you. So going forward in that line, I would like to ask Madam CEO, ma'am, do you have a number in your mind regarding the royalty rates for the GPS tracking system that you find similar in our product?
Before I offer you my rate, I would like to know what you are here to offer me, and then only I can say something about it.
Sure.
Okay, ma'am. So answering that part, I would say that before we came here for negotiating, we have thoroughly analyzed the condition we are into. And based on that, we have tried to narrow down the whole substance of this deal into the key interest of yours and key interest of ours. So at this point, what we find is a key interest of yours is not to penalize us as a company, but rather to safeguard your interest on the kind of patent technology you have created. And we feel that indeed that is something we cannot deny you. But at that same instance, our interest lies in the fact that we cannot afford to go and fight this case because that could have a very bad impact on our reputation. Because unlike you, we are not a very settled company. We are merely a startup as of now, and we cannot have such change in the initial setups. So, and in this point, this question of having an impact on the image and the market overall scenario is mutual in our sense. So I feel that it would be more beneficial for us if we could be very open-minded in this and not see it as more of a personal matter, but rather the corporate, and we can discuss onto that. So yes, of course, we have a very good deal for you, which we think that will surely suffice you. So before we could move forward with that, I would like to explain to you certain facts that have been brought to my notice by my client. So the point is, my client's current sales are around 1 lakh units of approximately 1 lakh units of Map My Location per month. And as you would have already found out by due diligence that each of our item costs around rupees 2,000, taking into consideration all the GSTs and other taxes we have to pay. So that brings about our monthly amount of that we are making to 20 crore rupees. So the point is this, that at this point, we are willing to offer you an 8% royalty of what we are getting onto that. And because we understand that yes, we have somewhere labs on the modal part of ours, and we indeed want to maintain this kind of very good relationship, which I feel that today on this negotiation table will not only establish but will keep on maintaining for a very distant future. So at that point, we have decided to go something which is generally very out of the box and would be a very helpful for you. That is, it would be the royalty we would be providing you for that would be a step up royalty. Now, why we are offering a step up royalty, ma'am? Because you need to understand that as a startup right now, we don't have a very consolidated economic stance as you have as a company. So right now, when we are saying that we are offering you a step up royalty, we are starting at the designated 8 to 10% as we may negotiate or further on to that. So when we are offering you a 10%, we have to basically give you almost like that would come out to almost 2 crores for every 20 crores that we make. However, my client has pressed upon a lower limit and upper limit to help you even more. So I would like him to put forward that point. If you may please, sir.
Now, delving into numbers is a very stressing job. So I'll just like to clarify it in as briefly as possible. So like my counsel concisely mentioned that currently by selling 1 lakh units approximately every month, we are gaining a revenue around 20 crore from this product Map My Location, right? And what we are willing to offer you is a 10% royalty in a step up rate. Now, what that means is very simple, that now for every 1 lakh items sold, you will get 2 crore every month from our company as royalty rates. And our step up royalty basically means that when this 1 lakh becomes 2 lakh, that is, we have a double up of our sales, even your royalty increased by 5%, that is, it becomes 10% to 15%. Moreover, for the benefits of both the parties, we are even agreeing, or rather proposing, to have a minimum and a maximum royalty rate. That is, suppose 1 month due to some mishap 1 lakh sales are not completed, then what about your royalty? What we are willing to say is that out of the 2 crore, no matter we sell 1 unit or 1 lakh unit, if 1 lakh unit is not reached, if we even reach 9,999 units, or we do not even sell 1 unit, still you get half the royalty rate that you would, that is 2 crore, that is 1 crore. That is going to be the minimum royalty limit, whereas the upper royalty limit would be that 10 crore. That is, even after the step up royalties are incorporated, once the royalty limit reaches 10 crore, it will not increase any further and it will stay stagnant at 10 crore. This is going to be a deal which is going to be beneficial for both of us, so that you have no loss in any month and we do not end up overpaying our royalty once our sales keep increasing. What would you like to say to that offer, ma'am?
Okay, I truly appreciate your offer and the way this negotiation is going by now. But I just have few doubts. We have already been through this, and in our previous negotiation as well, we were not satisfied with the royalty that you were offering us, and that goes same right now as well. Because I totally agree that you're a startup and your sales aren't that high, and we have higher sales. But let's not forget that you are also entering the major fields today, so your sales will go up at some time, and that will go up because of the prototype that we have now. Let's not forget, this is not only about the sales. There's some.
Your voice is breaking a bit. Could you just check your connection once, Niti?
Yeah, it's proper. Can you hear me?
It's fine now.
Yeah,
It's fine
yeah,
now. It's
it's
fine
Oh,
now.
Yes, it's
thanks.
fine now.
disturbance. Yeah, as I was saying, it is not only about the sale that concerns me over here. Being a startup and being in the same area of business, you should be knowing to develop a product, a prototype itself. A lot of money goes like in the R&D to introduce it, to get its patent right. It is a lengthy and extremely expensive process. In fact, we ourselves have not retained all the money through the sales of that process. So I'm not declining your offer, on the face, but it does not just seem very fair to us that even after your sales boom a lot, because if not today, tomorrow we expect, because of the type of prototype we have, it should be blooming. And if you cannot offer us more than 10 crores, and that is also in the foreseeable future, as much as I want your complete success, we cannot accept the fact that it will success or it will not success. As you said, there are going to be days where you're not going to be able to sell even 1 lakh of these, and those are the times when we'll incur less amount. So, what I suppose is, since you are a blooming and extremely successful startup with great minds working with you all, how about we enter into an acquisition agreement where you can be a subsidiary of ours. And in that way, both of us will be separate legal entities. You will be running your product separately. We will be running our product separately. Through the profits that you get, even we get, the half daily share of the profits in a halfway. And soon, we also, our royalties covered. My counsel will throw some more light on it. Anyway.
Definitely. Just to add certain points to what my client just said, I would just like to highlight the fact that we've already been through the part wherein we discussed the royalty and we couldn't actually come to a very good conclusion in that negotiation. That is the reason we are here today again. So, herein, I would just like to mention that very rightly, as my client said, that you are a startup company and we definitely wish you all the success in your business, but we cannot neglect the fact that when a company has just stepped out in the market, it is very difficult for them to create a very strong base. And we would definitely be very helpful and very friendly, and we would support you to make that very strong base. That is the main reason why we are giving you an acquisition. Secondly, there is one more point which I would like to add, that initially when there was a breach of confidentiality and when you had breached the non-disclosure agreement we had come into, it is a little difficult. It is, I know you will stay up, like you will agree to whatever um, things you are promising right now, and you will fulfill all of those things you are promising right now. But it is a little difficult for my client to trust you for the second time when you offer us something like a royalty. And we've been through this, that the amount of damages we are claiming for y'all for not abiding by the disclosure agreement, um, that amount is very low than the amount of damages we are claiming from your company. Therefore, I would like to keep the royalty. I would suggest that we keep the royalty part aside. And as my client mentioned, we would definitely love to agree on the terms of an acquisition, wherein you become a subsidiary company. Both of our companies have this independence of giving their services and products to people independently. We work as the companies we are. Herein, I would just like to add in two things, wherein I'll state that 70% voting rights of this acquisition, when we acquire your company and you become a subsidiary company of ours, we would have 70% of the voting rights, and we would also like to own 70% of the shares of the company. Along with that, I would just highlight one more very important point, that this won't be a fully owned subsidiary, like how it is in other acquisitions, wherein a company literally buys another company. We would not want that, because as a startup company, you guys are putting in a lot of hard work, and we know the kind of enthusiastic behavior you have towards your company, and we know that your company will flourish. I think it will be a very fair deal for us if we get into an acquisition wherein we have 70% voting rights, firstly. Secondly, we have 70% shareholding. And thirdly, we would independently exist in the market as an acquisition, acquired company. I think that is all I would like to add. If I could know my client's view or anything that she wants to add over here.
Sure. Namita, I would just like to add a few things, like throw more light. The only reason we're suggesting this is because we want your identity to still stay in the market. We kind of want to promote startups in the market and young minds to go ahead and not be scared of the corporates. That's why we are focusing on speed. And secondly, as we said, that we will be 70% of the voting rights and the shares, but when it comes to the profits, we will be talking about not 70-30, 60-40. That your company still owns something.
I'll request Madam CEO to please repeat. Her voice is really breaking.
I'm extremely sorry. Okay, from the start, do I need to repeat from the start?
It would just be fine if you just repeat the last two lines. That is where your voice was.
Okay, I'm really sorry for the connection.
It's all right.
As I was saying, as we asked for 70% of voting rights and share rights, but the profits won't be in that way. We want that the profit share should be 60-40%, not a 70-30%, so that even you can retain in the market. And the main point over here is, if something happens to either one of us company legally, either one of us not like binded to it. Like God forbid something happens to your company or to my company, but we can still run as a separate entity, and you will not bear the charges of each other's actions. So I hope we
For,
can come.
First of all, Madam CEO, I really appreciate that offer in two senses. Firstly, that you have really identified the problems of startup in the market. I am pretty sure you remember the days when you had been a startup and you had started the business. It's very hard to survive in today's competitive market. And it is a really good thing if we have a support of a really strong torchbearer company, award-winning company like yours to guide our company. That being said, the only reservation I have with this offer is that today, when I came to this negotiation, I came to this negotiation in the authority or in the mindset that today we are going to come here and negotiate on that license agreement. We are going to negotiate on the royalty and the other nitty-gritties of a license agreement which are there. If the offer of acquisition that you mentioned is a very lucrative offer for my startup, which I completely agree, but this is not an offer which I'm here to deal with today. So we will not be negotiating on this offer any further, but I will promise you that when I go back and inform the other board of directors about the offer, I'm pretty sure they will have the consent for this, and we will surely meet over a cup of coffee maybe next week or the week after and discuss this acquisition. And if it has some fruitful result, we will be really glad that we can have the support of a company like yours. And the other percentages that you mentioned, we really appreciate that, and I have noted everything down. I'll take everything back to my board of directors, and I hope we come to that agreement too. But today I will request you to stick to the license agreement and the royalty that we're talking about. Like you mentioned that you're not really satisfied with the 10% royalty that we are giving you right now because you feel that you deserve better. And I completely agree that you feel that there has been an infringement, you feel that your legal right has been violated. So you feel that you deserve a better compensation. So I request you to please state your rate. We are ready to negotiate. We are ready to take the 10% up to a limit that we can really afford to, because there are certain conditions on us which we also cannot do, and we both really want to avoid the court, right? So it's better if we could come up with a number and then we could negotiate on the royalty instead of talking about acquisition now. But you have my promise that we will be negotiating on the acquisition too, not today, but the week after for sure. If my counsel would like to add something to that.
Yeah, that was indeed very well clarified, sir. Well, Madam Counsel, you had as we have already cleared that we won't be dealing with the acquisition part right now. So moving back to our offer that we had already put up on the table. While answering by putting counter offer to my offer, you had clearly stated that we are asking for a very low amount of compensation. Could you please clarify as to what is that amount, because we haven't been clarified about that yet?
Indeed not. What I was trying to say over there is that the amount of royalty which we had discussed in the last negotiation was very much less than the amount of compensation to the damages we are asking for breaching the non-disclosure agreement. That is what I was trying to say over there. And the only reason for my client to offer you instead counter offer you with an acquisition is that we would really it would be very difficult for us to give up on a product like us, like MotorGo, because that is the product because of which we have been nominated for a very big award in this industry, and it really means a lot to us, and we are only adamant on that because we do need that recognition to be ours alone. And since you have breached the non-disclosure agreement between us, we would definitely like it if we would move forward from talking about the royalty. Instead, we would like to enter into a new agreement, because the royalty part is definitely something we would not like to agree to, because as I said earlier, the damages which we are claiming for the breach of the non-disclosure agreement is way higher than the amount of royalty you are giving us.
Madam
if my
Counsel,
client would like to add certain more points.
Sorry, I just
Sure.
like to add one thing. Like, The reason we are today, I agree, we were here to discuss about the royalty, but then it is again like we are going on the same path that we went last time. We already had a negotiation discussion about the royalties which could not be fulfilled, and I personally think we are going on the same path because again the amount, it is not only about satisfying the greed. Definitely we're not being greedy over here, but over here our reputation is at stake. Whatever, something that defines a company, which gives us a new name in the market, that is on stake. And that is why whatever, because last time also we went high with our royalty rates, we tried to come to a conclusion and it did not happen. I'm saying that I do not think that will be possible today as well, because the sales, your sales haven't changed from previous time to today. It isn't like previously you used to sell like what, some 500 or 5,000 units of the product, and today all of a sudden you are selling 1 lakh units of product. It has been somewhere near only. You might be selling 800 to 900, and today you're selling 1 lakh units of the same product. Your sales haven't gone up tremendously for you to also increase the price of the royalty. Had that been the case, we would have also understand. So the amount, we are not getting any satisfied amount since the previous negotiation as well. So it won't be a fruitful discussion if we just keep beating around the bush like last
Madam CEO and Madam Council, I completely understand your concerns here. Firstly, addressing a few points Madam Council mentioned, that Madam Council, I think, has a feeling that they are somewhere letting go of their product called MotorGo. Whereas I would just like to clarify, and I'm sure Madam CEO must be knowing, in our automobile industry, patent right infringement is a day-to-day affair. Every day someone is claiming a patent right infringement of someone else. So it is nothing very out of the blue thing that has happened to us. It is a very common thing that has happened, and usually these kind of matters are settled very amicably by a license agreement. And another thing that I would like to clarify is that a license agreement is not only about the royalty rate. A license agreement, and we are here to discuss not only the royalty rate but other things, such as, like you mentioned, about the compensation. What I would really appreciate is that we would like a number on the compensation right now, because we are willing to compensate along with the royalty rate in the form that in a proper license agreement, along with the license rate, a lump sum amount is paid, which is as a compensation amount, and we are willing to pay that. But we would like to have a number. And not only that, with along with the lump sum amount that we're willing to pay, we are also willing to negotiate on the exclusivity of the contract, the sub-licensing units of the contract, the term of the contract, how are we going to do with it, the jurisdiction, given that you are there in India, Germany, and Michigan. Moreover, in case of further disputes, how are we going to solve the dispute? So license agreement is a package agreement and not only about royalty here. So I feel that is where we are going to move forward today, and we are not going to be stuck here. But for that, I would just request for you to please your demands. We would really like to have some numbers from your side so that we can negotiate and achieve at a model rate. I would like my counsel to add some important points that he feels is pertinent to note here.
Ma'am, I do appreciate the way you have come forward, keeping our interest as well in front of yours as well. However, that again, my client is also pressed that not kind. We would like to have a clearer number on the kind of compensation you are adding. And secondly, as I've already mentioned before in my key interest part, that our key interest here is to have an image which is clean and clear. Now, if in the market even we have become some sort of an established face, everyone knows that yes, there is a company called as the mobility manufacturers which is manufacturing something. Now if at this instance, and everyone knows that we are just a budding company which is really going at a good pace, if you acquire us, that will have a very predatory effect on your image. And when we talk about our image would be of course something subsidiary to you. So that case, the very key interest we have been depending upon at this point would be lost in the sync. Secondly, now as my client has already put forth this, I would really like to have a number on the kind of compensation you are adding, because exactly the negotiating agreement is indeed a package, a bundle, and we can indeed offer you a lump sum uh, together with the royalties we have previously talked about. So if I could have a clearer number, please.
Okay. Firstly, I just like to clarify one thing. I will definitely come ahead and talk about the compensation amount as well. But as said by Mr. CEO of the company, when you say that that patent infringement is not a big deal in our industry, it is a daily day-to-day affair. I do not think so that justifies the actions at the end of the day. Even if it's a day-to-day affair, we cannot ignore the efforts. Clear now.
I would please request you to repeat
Your voice is
Yes.
breaking,
So I
ma'am,
was
please.
saying, as you said, patent infringement is not a new thing. It keeps on happening in the industry. That doesn't mean that the actions of yours are justified or we can take it lightly, because you need to look at that our company has put in a lot of hard work for a product. In short, if a product wouldn't have been a great product, you yourself would have not introduced in some other way, right? It has been a great product for you to introduce and to earn profits out of it. So let's not take it lightly that patent infringement is a day-to-day affair and it is not at all a big deal. In fact, we are not going in the court so that your company does not suffer about the same. Now, coming to the compensation affair, we cannot ignore our research and development that has gone before this, and granting of the license and introducing the same product in the market. I know the amount is really high, but the compensation amount that we want would be somewhere around 95 to
Sorry, can you just please repeat the amount?
95 to 100 crores.
Sure.
Ma'am, I indeed understand the concerns you have put forth, but again, ma'am, as you have already clarified this again, the infringement still hasn't been proved, and already my client has been pressing on the fact that it is an alleged infringement, and alleged infringements are really common in automobile industries. And ma'am, one more thing we would like to clarify at this very instance is that today we are on a negotiating table, ma'am. So the kind of mindset we have arrived here with is that we are not going to courts anyway. We have to be settling this matters, and ma'am, like bringing in the court system could not, like it's really not that good for the nature of discussion we are having here. So I would really appreciate if the council could keep the matters to ourselves between the legal matters, and the rest you can of course develop. But at this point, ma'am, talking about the adversarial court system won't help us in this discussion, ma'am. But again, of course, I do appreciate the kind of compensation needs you have put forward too. But then, ma'am, of course, there, as you have been saying that you are asking for 100 crores, which is indeed a very big amount. However, we can like my client could be like my client would have for inform you that what's the current standing and how he could, like what's the maximum he could have to happen, and then I can move forth with the kind of negotiation we can have on that part. Sir, would you like to clarify on that, please?
Sure. I'm really glad that we have a number on the table now. And once we have a number on the table, it's very easy for us to negotiate and come to a conclusion now. The one thing I will really not appreciate in this negotiation anymore is that the veiled threats that are coming from your side regarding the infringement that you're claiming to have. It's really alleged, and for you to prove that, you will really need to have to go to court, which is not something that only we want to avoid. You must acknowledge that is something that also you want to avoid. Notwithstanding any of that, moving on with the number. Now, amount of 100 crore for a startup like us is gigantic. It is completely out of the roof for us. But what I would like to assure you is that maybe a 95 to 100 crore on a down payment is not possible for us as a startup to give you. What we can do instead is that we can negotiate on the minimum maximum royalty and even the royalty percentage, and plus we can offer you a compensation in down payment that is in the compensation is called a lump sum, which is paid with the royalty rate in the license agreement. We are willing to offer you 45 to 50 crore, which is going to be paid in an installment rate that is 25% when we sign the contract, 25% when our product with your patented name goes into the market, and the rest 50% when we give you the first payment of royalty after a month. Moreover, we would also like to clarify a certain things about exclusivity and sub-licensing here. What our company would really like to propose is that currently your product is there in 3 countries, that is India, Germany, and Michigan, if I'm not wrong. Moreover, and you have exclusive domain over these areas. What we would like to propose is that you maintain the exclusivity of this contract in these 3 areas, but you open the exclusivity for some other areas like in Texas and Oklahoma, where our company is doing business. And then we can negotiate on that for to the point of sub-licensing. That today, Map My Location's first version has come out, but after a couple of years, maybe we'll launch a Map My Location 2.0. But in that instance, because we are already paying a royalty rate, that time you again claiming a royalty infringement is not going to be fair. So we want to allow for a sub-licensing deal that we have Map My Location as a whole now, and if we want to sell something new out of Map My Location to someone, we'll have that right. So what we are offering you in a summary total is that we are offering you a increased royalty rate up to 15% with a minimum and maximum royalty rate increasing with the as the number of royalty increases. We are offering you a lump sum of 45 to 50 crore as compensation in an installment of 3 parts, that is 25%, 25%, and 50%. We are offering you to hold the exclusivity in the 3 countries that you are there of India, Germany, and Michigan. Whereas in the other countries, there will be no conflict of interest between us. And we want the sub-licensing clause of this agreement that we will have the authority to sub-license it. And I believe a term of 10 years is a very good term because these kind of products tend to wear out with time and new products come in to replace this. So a term of 10 years for this contract is a very fair deal in my opinion. What are your views regarding these terms of agreement now?
I'm very sorry to interrupt my client over here, but before my client speaks and expresses her gratitude towards the offer you have placed right now, I would just like to clarify certain things wherein we know that initially when we alleged patent infringement, we first served your company with formal notices. We tried to reach your company, we tried to gain certain outputs from your company and the stories of your side, but we couldn't do that. That is when we were forced to serve you with a legal notice. For the second time, when we had to send a notice, it had to be a legal notice. And herein, we know that we are sitting on across the table for a negotiation, and I would definitely love it if it is in a friendly manner. And when we say that there was a breach of there was a patent infringement, and this is very common in this field, I would just like to say one more very important thing, that is when we get into a non-disclosure agreement, these kind of things are not very normal. That is the exact thing what my client and I had discussed before the negotiation, that if these people had infringed our patent without getting into a non-disclosure agreement with us, we couldn't have done much. But here, where you have breached our confidentiality, and you have used our confidential information which you agreed to keep to yourself, I just feel that this kind of a matter should not be taken lightly. And one more very important thing is that we would never ever threat your company uh, to be taken to the court, and we would never ever say that we want your company to see us in the court or something like that. And if at all, if we have in any way threatened your company to take you all to the court, then I'm really apologetic for that. But it was never my intention to do that. Now I would like my client to give her views on the offer you just gave us. Thank you.
Firstly, I hope I do not have any network issues right now.
It's all right. It's absolutely
It's
all
all
right.
right.
As my counsel already said, it was never intention to threat you all. If we had to threat you all, we wouldn't be sitting over here at the end of the day. In fact, we wouldn't have even, put an idea forward of an accusation. We wouldn't want to collaborate you as well. So here we are not at all trying to threat you all with anything. We were just merely stating the fact how it would have affected you and us in the same way. Because if we go to the court, both of us know the process is going to take long time and the amount will also be a hefty amount. Now, coming to the terms that you have offered to us, firstly, 50% increase in the royalty rate is still not a fair increase because it does not justify anything at the moment. How about 45, 35 to 45? We can negotiate on those terms. 35 to 45% increase in royalty rate, as you said, it will. How about a 65 crore lump? I think it is a very fair condition, and we agree to the point where you said you will be paying us in installments of 25, 25, and 50%. And I think we'll be needing some more time to discuss about the 10-year period for the licensing agreement, considering the fact that we just have a patent in 3 countries, but the world is just not limited to 3 areas. So it will be a very big decision for us to also take. But as of now, we can at least, and we can assure you, we won't be sitting up not in an unfamiliar way. We need to come to some other points as well, and as I said, in the future, acquisition or something. But we'll assure that tomorrow, if you start selling your product in some other company as well, some other country as well, we will not just come to you with issue of a royalty at the moment. We will think about it as well, and that's why we still need some more time to think about the license agreement. But as far as it goes to the royalty rates, perfect agreement. Yes, that's
I would just like to interrupt over here. Are you all able to hear her very clearly? Because I'm not sure if her connectivity is strong enough.
We got through the information. We got
Mhm.
through the basics that she wanted. We got the numbers.
Okay, then it's all right. Thank you.
Ma'am, I really indeed appreciate the kind of reservations you have. And of course, every company has its own say on its financial matters. However, I feel that indeed what my client has put forward is something of a very fair deal. But however, because it's a negotiation and I have to, like I as a client for my, I as a counsel for my client has really to put forward a win-win situation for both of us here. And looking at the time constraints, it's really hard to sum up an agreement. But still, as you have already put forth that you want a compensation amount of 55 crores, am I right?
I said 60 crores.
60.
Okay, 60. So, ma'am, again, that could be a bit negotiable. I feel that it could be reduced to 55 crores. And ma'am, then again, like if I could just sum it up and wrap it up pretty soon. Right now, our position for what kind of offer we are offering you right now is that we shall be giving you a royalty of 15% with a step-up condition, as you've already clarified it again and again. Coming up with a lump sum would be a 55 crores straight, 55 crores through a payment system which will be divided into 3 payments. First 25% at the time when we sign the contract at the end of this
I'm really
meeting.
sorry to cut you.
25%, yeah,
I know
25%,
there is time restraints, and we have understood the point where you
yeah,
explained the
yes, ma'am.
payment system of 25, 25, and 50%.
Yes,
That
ma'am.
is
I'm
very
just
clear
wrapping.
to
I'm
my
just wrapping it up so that we could have this all in a very one instance and we can
okay.
understand it in one go.
Okay.
The exclusivity would be to the 3 countries. However, as you have shown that you have certain reservations onto it, we do really appreciate that you have come forward this point, and we understand that as a company ourselves. So we indeed give you some leverage over that. You can indeed discuss it with your board members and can let us know for sure. Now coming up to the as we have told sub licensing clause, that we still maintain our stand that we need it for 10 years, and that what I as a counsel for my client feel that that's very fair deal looking at the status of my client and the status of yours and the kind of matters we are currently into, without infringing on the images of any of the country which have been our prime concerns ever since then. Also, if I would also like to insist that we should be more friendly at this point, because this can be a potential for a very long lasting substantial future relationships, and we as a start and I as a counsel would like to put forth the views of my client, which was to keep his startup, his dream project always alive. And that's why we have been wanting to first come and discuss on the licensing agreement about that. And ma'am, as we have already put forth a very fair deal, we will surely appreciate if the conditions of ours and the conditions that have led to this issue at first would be better analyzed, and it could be developed with all the kinds of board members you have, and then we could completely come on a concrete decision. Of course, as you have already mentioned, there are time constraints, and so I feel that it would be better if we could finally finalize this in some other meeting. This is the table, this is a deal right now which we are placing on the table.
And I really appreciate the kind of progress that we have made today. I think we have really moved forward from the adversarial to a very friendly agreement. We are having numbers on the table now, and I'm very sure in a couple of more negotiations, maybe we'll come to a proper licensed agreement. And not to forget the acquisition deal that you have already proposed to us. I'll be surely going back and referring the numbers about the acquisition to my board members, and I'm sure they'll agree to it, and we'll have a different negotiation regarding that. It was a very fruitful negotiation, and we really thank you a lot for coming to this table.
I think my counsel and I have the same to say as well. Because of the constraint of times, I do not think so. We can, as of now, we are not agreeing on anything. But we hope
Right.
the next meeting, on the next negotiation, we can agree to all the terms. Because as I said, few things still seem unfair, but it seems great from the point where we were not even ready to sit across each other and decide on things and legalities. We have come a way forward. And just a small point, we really want to see you in the market, and that is why we are not, filing claims where your product does not run itself. We want your product to run itself.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks a lot, ma'am.
Thank you so much, everyone. Now I would like to request the judges to kindly send the score sheet on the mail that I have dropped in the chat box as soon as possible, as we will be declaring the results in this very meeting. And I request everyone to please have some patience and not to leave the meeting till we declare the results. Yeah. And I would like to tell the judges if they would like to give any remarks.
Indra Vijayan. Hope I'm audible.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes, sir,
fine.
you are audible.
Yeah, it was really good.